Hi everyone, so this is my second kit video. The first one was this thing here, and I actually quite liked it. I actually quite liked doing the soldering, and it was quite chilled out. And with these sorts of videos there isn't a massive amount of editing, so it's a little bit easier. I know Layla was talking all the way through it, but you know, and fighting to try and get all the things, but anyway, it was a good video. So I've got another kit. I've actually got lots of kits because I intend on doing more kits. So this is kit number 2. And it's good because it makes me learn as well. It makes me learn more stuff, of course. So this thing here, I don't actually know a great deal about it, but what I do know is that it's an Arduino programmer. Well, apparently when you get these Arduino chips, that you can get them actually blank, really blank. And the ones that we use, the ones that we buy, usually have a bootloader on. So these blank ones you need a facility to put the bootloader onto it so that you can then flash your code over to it. So anyway, to be able to do that you need a programmer like this, apparently. So anyway, yeah, it's called an ISP programmer, I think. Like I said, I don't know a great deal about it, but that won't stop me building it anyway. So there's no documentation, so it's all guesswork again, but like I said, I mean, it's not the end of the world, is it? So let's get started. Let's see what I've got to start with. So I've got this PCB, and it's actually a very nice quality PCB as well. I've got this thing, which it's pretty obvious where that goes. There doesn't seem to be any polarity, so I'd imagine that goes there like that. This little clamp, when you press it, it clamps down on the pins, so that's quite cool. Actually feels like quite good quality as well. We've got a switch which will go in there like that, if I can get that in. And we've got some resistors and capacitors and whatever else. So I'll start with the most difficult ones, which I believe in this case probably will be this this middle piece, because you don't want to be leaning over, you know, when you've already soldered stuff. So first thing I'll do is I'll make sure my soldering iron's hot, and then I'll come straight back to you, okay? So here we go. I'll put that like that to start with. Well, actually no, I won't, because it bends the pins slightly. So that's going to go in there like that, and I'll have to, how will I do this? I suppose I will have to do that actually. So I'll put that in there like that, and put a bit of blue tack on it. My kids love blue tack. I don't know what the big fascination is. One of them calls it plasticine. So blue tack. So that's why it's so filthy. They take it outside and whatever. Anyway, so let's get started. I'll zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So, right, so let's see how this one goes. First one, second. Yeah, so this actually seems like a very good quality board. And the thing I really like about these kit videos is that you can kind of chill out, and it doesn't have to be mega informative. And you know, hopefully you guys won't be too concerned if I'm not coming out with facts every couple of seconds, you know. Whereas with some of the tutorials, or the tutorial videos, I suppose you do expect an amount of info to be conveyed. So there we go. This soldering iron's really stinking. I think what it is, it's a cheap one and the plastic melts on it. Yeah, I actually don't know much about this either. I've never programmed one of these Arduinos from scratch with a blank chip. I don't know if any of you have, but if you have, send me a message and you can let me know how it works. I suppose I'll have to do it now. I've got one of these. I'll have to buy some blank chips, I suppose, and give it a go. Right, there we go. That's pretty good. It's a nice job. So I'll just bring it up to show you. Yep, I'm happy with that. So take this blue tack off. Okay, it's got a bit stuck there. There we go. So what's next? We've got the USB thing, we've got a switch. That's going to be difficult, that little diode that goes there. Oh no, it's not a diode, it's a capacitor. There's a capacitor that goes there. There's a capacitor that goes there as well. So they're going to be the most difficult, so I'll do those next. And I take it it's going to be these tiny little ones here. Is there any indication otherwise? Well, let's do it a different way. How many capacitors have we got? So we've got 1, 2. We've got 2 of those, and we've got 2 of the big ones. And that's all the capacitors we have, so let's put them in and just see how it looks. So I assume one will go in there. It's 22, which I think... is it? Well, I don't know actually, I don't know. I'll have to tell you when I edit the video. I'm used to the three digit code, that's why. Right, so anyway, I assume those 2 go in there. Where are the other spaces for capacitors? See, there's one there as well, C1. So this isn't really that clear. Let's have a look. So there's going to be one going there as well. See, there's one there and one there. So it says 2 there. Oh no, it says that's 22 pin. So how am I supposed to know which capacitors go where? What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cheat and Google it basically and see if I can find this module already finished. Okay, I've had a look and I can't actually find the this breakout board anywhere, and for that reason I'm going to leave the capacitors off for now, and I'll probably end up paying for that decision later, but whatever, let's carry on. So what should we do now? I want the most difficult thing. Let's see, there's an LED there. Yeah, 2 LEDs. Yeah, let's go for the LEDs next. So we've got plus and minus. The plus is the longer lead, so let's push that in there. And we've got another one here as well. Plus is the longer one. Okay, and a bit of blue tack just to keep that stable while I solder it in. And here we go. Right. It's a shame about my eroder soldering kit. I really loved that one. I think maybe it just needs a new tip or something. But this one's quite good actually. I'm getting used to it again. I've just got to remember to switch it off. Because with the eroder one, of course, there's like a little switch here to just terminate the gas. Right, so anyway, I've done the LEDs. Take them off there. The quality of the LED is quite poor. Have you seen all the junk on the side of it? A load of junk on it. Let's see if I can break that junk off. There we go. Right, so what's next? The USB socket, the 10k resistor, switch. I think I'll do the switch next. So the switch, well, this switch here. So the switch is going to go in here, like that. What's going on here now? There we go. So that's in. Let's put some blue tack under that to make sure. And let's go again. I'll just trim these off as well. Trim these leads off. So the switch is on. I'm just thinking, when I've done all this, I'm not going to be able to test it. I haven't even got a blank Arduino. I'll have to buy one. Yeah, and then test this little module, this little breakout board another time, I guess. Next thing, I suppose, the 4700K resistor. Now I have a bit of a problem identifying these because I don't know the codes, to be honest. I know. Let's have a look at this one. So brown, black, orange. So brown is 1, black is 0. So it's 1, 0, 0, and then an amount of 0. So that's 1, 0 something. So that's got to be the 10K. It's got to be the 10K. So put that one in first. Let's solder this up. $10K. Yeah, I don't actually know the complete colour code. I only know certain colours. A lot of my viewers probably know the colours better than I do, to be honest. Right, so that's that one done. Right, so what's next? Next I'll do the 4700 ohm, and luckily I've got two the same. So yeah, let's go for that next. 4700 in there. Just bend these over, stop them falling out. And the other one in here, and again I'll just bend those over. Okay. So there's one of them on. And there's the other. So I've got those on now. Let's just snip them off. And there we go, so we're getting there now. Just get rid of this rubbish again. Right, so next I'll do I suppose I'll do the switch next. Still wondering about these capacitors though. I've got no idea what I'm going to do about those at the moment. Put this down here. I'll start from there, I think. I always tend to start from the most difficult one. That's the switch on. Flying through this now. Next I'll go for the USB, I think. If I can get that in there. And there we go, that's in. Oh, what am I supposed to do with these? I suppose they just get soldered like that, or do they get bent over or something? I don't really know. I think maybe they're supposed to get bent over. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to solder them like that anyway. So, first one. Second. I suppose, I don't know if this is I don't think it'll be a grounding thing. I think it'll be a way to basically fix it to the PCB properly. There we go. That was a bit messy, but it's done it. Just trim those off. Right. So that's looking good. Not quite straight though, but that's okay. Right, so next we've got a crystal, and the crystal obviously goes there, in there like that. 8 something crystal. I have to find out what that means. 8 megahertz maybe? I don't know. There's the crystal in, and the crystal's got something to do with time. If I remember rightly, it's like a time reference component. But you know, I don't know everything about it. So, what's next? Next we'll do the... we'll do this header next. And that goes in there like that. Okay. Where am I going to start with this one? Here, I think. Ooh. The solder line's burning my hand. And there we go, that's on. So we haven't got much left now. So what have we got left? We've got that, whatever that is. These headers, a capacitor, another capacitor. Another capacitor and another capacitor over there, and more headers. So I still don't know which capacitor goes where, so I'll just carry on with this now. So I need to break it there. Put that in. Now, does this have to be breadboard friendly? In other words, like that? I assume it doesn't actually, I assume it doesn't. I think it would probably go like that. Yeah, it wouldn't make much sense for it to be breadboard friendly because of those there. So I'll put that in there. Let's go again. Right. Oh wait, there's more there. So we need another 2 sets there. So 3 and 3. And they're all plus plus plus, minus minus minus. So I don't know if they should be bridged together or not. I don't know. Let's find out. they're bridged there anyway, so yeah. So these can be bridged, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. So left to go now is, well, are the capacitors, and I got that extra, so that's good. Now these capacitors, what do I do here? So we've got one there, and there's no marking on it. Got one here, no marking. We've got one here. That's a 22p, but I don't think that's to do with it. And we've got one there. So, right, hang on. These 22 ones, they will be right next to the crystal. I'm pretty sure of that, because I've seen that before on some other boards. I remember when I made my own Arduino, I think I did a video on making my own Arduino breakout or module or something like that. I can't remember, but I do remember that I had to put a crystal on, and I had these tiny little capacitors next to it. I had to buy them specifically, so yeah, it will go like that. Let's put that down again. Let's carry on. There we go. Trim them off. Okay. Right. And this means that, of course, the other two capacitors go in here and here and here. And this is what I was saying before about it being awkward. Look at this now. Oh, actually it's not as bad as I thought. And it's done. So let's have a look at it. Take these off first. So the module is done. The little project, whatever it is, this Arduino program I think, is done. So you put the Arduino in there. I assume you squash that down, turn it on. Now I don't know much about this. I think it might be called JTAG or something. I don't know. There is one thing I can test though. I could probably test the power to see if it comes on. Now, yeah, I'll need to find out a lot more about this though. So if any of you know anything about this, then let me know, and it should be useful. To start with though, what I will do, if I can, I'll test the power. So I'll just go and get some stuff. So I've got this special lead that goes to my my power supply. So I'll set a power supply to 5.2 volts. If I can, it's very fiddly at the moment. 5.2, there we go. And I'll plug this in. Now of course I can't really test it thoroughly, but what I can find out is if the LED glows. Yeah, and it's glowing. And unfortunately that's as much as I can test it. But yeah, I'll have to buy some blank chips and I'll try it out properly. Anyway, this is me soldering up the second kit, which is the Arduino programmer. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and as usual, thanks for watching. Bye!